Hi there. So I just wanted to say hello personally and get in touch with you all to send our best wishes on behalf of all the therapists at Clinic on the Green. Really, please look after yourselves, look after each other. Sending our good wishes and thoughts to you if you're already experiencing coronavirus or one of your family are ill, friends and connections. I send all good wishes and strength to you, and please take your time. If you are experiencing coronavirus, you will feel depleted for so long when your lungs are affected, and it will take a long time for your immune system to get back online. And I'll be saying more about how to support yourself in that instance. To the rest of you who may be affected in slightly different ways, really social isolation is not natural human existence. And for many people, I think it's becoming clear how much of an anchor our working environments have been to us, and reframing that whole dynamic of how we are living in our life. So really my thoughts are going out to you, and just try to stay present to yourself every single day, and make connection with people that you care about every day. After a lot of thought and deliberation, I have made a decision to close the clinic until the end of April, and it may go beyond that. I think that we're really just at the beginning here in the UK, and that really the peak of the situation is not going to be for another 2 or 3 weeks. Probably biggest in London as the capital city. But really we're just at the beginning, and so I implore everybody to really use this time to get that social distancing. You know, it's not about isolation, it's just about being, and the Public Health England suggest at least 1 meter and preferably 2 meters of separation between you and another person. So as long, if it's, particularly if they're affected, but just generally, other than our intimate family. So I think also that in terms of being at the clinic, I take very seriously our responsibility as a member of communities, as a healthcare provider. We are certainly not at the front line, but we are, and the nature of the work that we do, we're generally in really close contact. And I know I don't want to be affected. I am myself a high-risk person, so if I was affected, I would be really affected. I don't want you guys and your families in particular to be affected either. So I think we have a sense of protection. I have a sense of responsibility to the community, to the NHS, and to ourselves. In terms of my responsibility as a clinic owner, and the people that work in the clinic as well, I was very uncomfortable dictating around their income. And I think that these issues of protection and responsibility right now take absolute precedence. I will be sending out contact details of the therapists that you see, and I'll be sending little mail outs over the next couple of days. If you're not already, if you haven't gotten Clinic on the Green on your contacts, please do. Please watch out on social media, just because I will be sending like videos out hopefully every day on common diagnoses, common problems, what it looks like, how movement patterns affect us, what you can do to rehab things, what you can do to prehab or prepare your body if you want to start running. If you're going out cycling but you've got a little bit of an achy back as a day-to-day thing, then those things will be what I'd be talking about. Okay, so looking out for those. We will make available emergency appointments at the clinic, and if need be, and the most likely person to see you in that case is Hannah. I don't want to be in the clinic. I don't want to be around. Like I said, I'm a high-risk person and I don't want to get ill. So yeah, so we're going to be doing the appointments online, providing some, so in terms of consultations, what I will be doing is online appointments where if you have a question about, oh, I've got this going on, I don't really know what it is, I don't know what I should and shouldn't do, or could it be this? Those are really good situations to bring online to say, okay, right, look, let's do this movement, do that movement. Okay, I don't think that it's that, but this is what I recommend in case it's this, or this. So obviously with online, this, you know, particularly as osteopaths, we are very palpatory. We tend to look at movement, we tend to feel the tissues, and we can't do that. So there's a limit to how much that we can provide and do, but that doesn't mean that it's nothing. And we can still do quite a lot. So I really want you to get a good sense that we are still here for you in that way, and you can absolutely ask us questions. And if there's something in particular, then shoot me a message on social media, on email. I'm still here. Okay, I am still here, and I am still going to be in some way in your face like I am now. So I am going to be visible. So please do follow the Instagram and Facebook pages for both Clinic on the Green and for me at Osteopathy Bicester as well. That would be fantastic. Thank you. Going forward, one of the things that I really want to point out is the importance of the social distancing. And like we've had Mother's Day, and we've got Easter coming up, and the temptation increasingly is going to be to just let little things slide. You know, well, it's going to be okay for a day. You know, we've been social isolating. We can't possibly be infected. All those different thoughts, like really over the coming weeks, please do keep up that aspect of social distancing. Keep up all the cleaning and sanitizing that you've been doing. You know, if you've been out and you get back in the car, sanitize the steering wheel and your gear stick if you've got one, and you know, your music controls. You know, sanitize when you go in and out from the house. Just cleaning that little bit more often. These things will really make a difference. You know, viral contaminations come in, although it's not airborne. I think that we can pick things up. They stay on clothes for quite a long time. These are things we don't want to panic about, but these are things that we can reduce our risk, and we have to keep up those things for the weeks to come. It's not just a few days. It really is going to be weeks and probably months. So I really implore you to do that. And of course, we are already doing the social distancing, and we're in our own environment a lot, and we're kind of not noticing. It becomes very familiar. So it's really just to keep those things up. And when it comes to around Easter, if you can celebrate with friends in a more socially distant way, then that would be fantastic. For those people who have already been experiencing coronavirus and are self-isolating, are uncomfortable and in pain, please take your time. Like, really look after yourself. Really look after yourself. Don't rush back. Don't have expectations. It's really okay. Just take your time, okay? And get well and get strong, because after a viral thing, if you think you're 80% better, you're probably only 60% better, okay? And your resources need to come up again. So let's all consider the pace of life that we start to return to, and maybe just taking a little bit more for ourselves, a little bit more for each other, thinking about how we support ourselves and our environment, our community, our planet. This is a real opportunity. It's, for me, in some ways, is a real gift with all the hardship and distress. I do think that this is also a gift, and I hope that we can take a little bit of that into the future after coronavirus has gone or controlled. Wishing you the very, very best, and please stay in touch. I want to know what's going on with you guys, and I want to be able to see that you're out there. I will miss your faces, I will miss our conversations, and I really look forward to coming back with more fun and more vibrancy and more connection when we can all get together. Bye bye.